Well, good morning, good evening, wherever the heck you are at in this world. I am going to be watching the newest addition to the MCU, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I'm not going to lie, I am pretty excited to watch this. Some of the marketing was a little bit iffy for me. I was honestly kind of worried about the approach with this character and understanding that this version of Hulk, She-Hulk, is not just some random addition that they've made in the last year or 5 years because of being politically correct or whatever. It's actually a character that's been around for nearly 40 years. And basically, I just want to say that for anybody who wants to already hate on this, being like, they're doing this for a reason. This character has been around long enough, so it's about time they get their own adaptation. Though I will say I'm not really a fan of characters that are derivative, like you have the original character, Hulk, then you have She-Hulk, or Batman, Batgirl. I just really feel like it's not that unique. Just make an original character. With that out of the way, I'm so excited to do this. Let's start She-Hulk. Gotta do the typical Marvel intro.
Captain America. Look out!
Not the hot Cheetos. That's gonna leave a mark. Or no marks. There's some blood. Or is that hot Cheetos? Definitely hot Cheetos. Yep. Nothing like a good drink. Never was a fan of this version of Hulk.
And the way it synthesized gamma, I was able to use it to completely heal my arm.
Oh. Because I'm better than you?
Healed, and now I'm able to be my fully integrated self.
That's annoying.
Smug Hulk.
When Bing Bong jumps out of the wagon and Inside
Bing
Out.
Bong. No, stop. Whoa, easy, girl, easy.
Why are you talking to me like I'm a stray horse?
Just skip all that then.
Yeah.
But why? I'm not really feeling this so far, so hopefully it'll pick up the pace for me. The jokes are not really landing for me all the way. Maybe this one will. Seen that too much in the trailer. Okay, that's funny.
It's a good time during a hard time.
I like that.
To a good time during all this.
I miss you, Tony.
Love you, Bruce, but I'm going home.
I do not like this angle because it's that issue of like, I already know more than you and they don't really have that much experience. That kind of stuff pisses me off. Like this whole new generation thing of I don't really need to do all the work because I already have it in me. Such bull crap. I don't like that. This is how my cousin and I fight all the time.
I'm ready to give my closing argument now.
I don't know why, it just wasn't working for me. I felt like it was trying to be funnier than it needed to be, and it just wasn't really working, honestly, the comedy. Let me see if there's a post-credit scene.
You're not drunk?
Captain America!
Okay, that was hilarious. Okay, let's pause this. Okay, wow. Yeah, so that happened. Okay, let me just adjust myself real quickly. Also, let me get a little swig of water, you know. Gotta stay hydrated. Honestly, this might just be a reaction, or sorry, this might just be a review because I didn't really do that much reacting, honestly, to this episode. It wasn't terrible. I don't think it's the worst. Maybe, I don't know. I have to really think about it. Out of all the MCU shows, the openings, Moon Knight was great. WandaVision was great. Miss Marvel had a unique quality to it. And this does have a unique quality to it because there is a specific style, per se, especially with the comedy. Um, but majority of the comedy just did not work for me at all. I chuckled a couple times and I actually genuinely laughed at the post-credit scene. That was hilarious. The idea of Captain America being a virgin, that was just genius. The performances were fine in this. Tatiana Maslany, which I was kind of hyping up earlier, I genuinely think she is a great actress and she is doing a good enough job with what she's given as far as a script. As for a character, I don't really know her yet. Like, this episode is supposed to make us we're supposed to basically know her origin, or at least a setup for her character, and we're obviously going to get more character work. We're not supposed to fully know, everything about her in like a 28-minute episode, because literally the credits are like 8 or 7 minutes long. It's ridiculous. Disney, fix that. It just seems kind of random that, at least in the context of the MCU, I don't think Bruce ever has mentioned his cousin before. And it just feels kind of random to me, just the way they did it. Like, oh, by the way, I'm the cousin. Yeah, that guy. Blah, 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 blah. And here we are. I like the fourth wall breaking. I thought that was kind of cool and creative. We haven't seen that in the MCU, and she is the first one to do it. I would say Deadpool, but he's not officially in yet. He will be. But as of right now, MCU canon character, she is the first to do it. And I really hope Deadpool shows up in this. I feel like his humor could work in this because obviously it's very PG-13. It's not rated R at all. But Deadpool honestly could work with this vibe and maybe even make it better. But yeah, I feel like the writing just isn't as strong as it should be, especially for a comedy. And I really admire Marvel, Kevin Feige trying something different. It's like the same thing with Captain Marvel. It's a very unique take on this unique character, and you get to really invest with her and the family and the culture, the religion. Moon Knight is like a psychological thriller. And I mean, for example, even a movie, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, had horror elements, so they're obviously going this very different vibe, and this is a 90s kind of TV show. A little bit of Legally Blonde in there. I really like that, and I love the perspective of lawyers, attorneys. I mean, shoot, Daredevil. I didn't just like it for the characters. I liked it because of the idea of a corrupt world, and we haven't really gotten that yet with this, but maybe we will. And I really am intrigued for that part of how she's going to incorporate She-Hulk into her life and also being a lawyer while being She-Hulk. I'm really kind of fond of that idea. I like that. But so far, for majority of the execution for comedy, just not feeling it. I chuckled a couple times and I genuinely laughed maybe once or twice. But it took that whole entire show just for me to actually get a belting out laugh. And it was at the post-credit scene. To me, that's not really a good sign. But given what I've heard from people is that the first episode is kind of rocky, but it gets better and better and better, and people are sold by the second, third, or fourth episode. So that gives me hope for next week. But as of right now, if I didn't know that, I would say I'm a little bit worried about this show and how they're juggling the tones of seriousness and comedy. And like comic books, they are meant to not all be the same. They're all kind of like different genres. You have horror, comedy, romance, all that. And that's fine, but it's all about handling it, executing in a way that's actually successful. So obviously this is trying to be a 90s sitcom with a unique spin on the lawyer TV show perspective with obviously a superhero quality to it, which is fine because that's exactly what it is. It's a Marvel show. And I don't know, like, it's just the other thing that I had an issue with, and maybe they'll retract and they'll like approach it in a better way. I don't like the dynamic between She-Hulk and Hulk. I love the family perspective. Like, that's believable. Cousins like poking at each other, making fun, or, being like, get on my face, dummy, lughead. That's hilarious. I've had conversations like that with my cousins before too. I don't like the aspect of, oh, Hulk throws this rock and then she throws it really without trying. And it's making a statement that, oh, she is better. She even literally said that in the beginning where she's like, oh, I'm just better than you. And he has to say, no, just different. And genuinely, I do not care if she is better than him in the comic books, even though I'm pretty sure he is supposedly stronger, whatever, blah, blah. Doesn't really matter. I don't really care. It's just the approach of, okay, clearly to me, those moments were kind of preachy, to be honest. And that's just me. It didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like actually a natural conversation. It just felt more like a statement of, yep, we're doing the girl version of Hulk. And you have to justify your reasoning by diminishing the guy version of Hulk, the original Hulk. To me, that's kind of dumb, and I do not like that. And the idea of, oh, she doesn't have to like do all this training, and it undermines his origin story. And it's made for kind of like laughs, like, haha, just the 10 years of trauma that you had to deal with, the 15 or 10 years of like dealing with that other person inside your body controlling you. Yeah, let's laugh about it. I don't like that approach with the MCU, and I feel like they've been doing that a lot. And it just didn't really hit for me. I felt like it was more disrespectful to what they've been doing and what they've been building since the Incredible Hulk. And now let's just make fun of it. Ha ha ha. She doesn't have to go through that. So let's push down that other perspective because we're different. And I just don't like that. To me, it just makes it seem like she doesn't have to do any of this work. But hey, maybe because of the ending, how she says, I don't need to be a Hulk. And then she finds, a situation where she needs to be Hulk to save everybody in the court. Maybe, like I said, it could get better and they could tackle that message and the approach of it where, is she better? Is she not better? Does it really matter? And I don't think it matters. It's just, how are you presenting the She-Hulk? Because as of right now, she's very conceited and she does not look like she learns her lessons or she wants to learn a lesson. She just wants to know it now. And that's an issue with this generation. But maybe they are doing this for a reason and she will learn this journey. And I really hope that's the case and it doesn't pull like a Captain Marvel where it's like, I can do whatever I want. I don't need anybody's help, blah, blah, blah. That's the reason why I didn't like her character. Movie's fine, just didn't like her. With this performance, I love Tatiana Maslany as Jennifer Walters, like performance-wise. And some comedy sometimes hits. But as a character, she's a little too smug for me and a little too uptight, but maybe that is the point. Who knows? Maybe I will enjoy it. I don't really know what I would give it out of 10, and I'm not really going to give any scores for any episodes until the whole series comes to a close. So that's when I'll give my score, because I don't want to judge this whole series based off literally one episode. But as of right now, those are my initial feelings with this show. If you're a fan of Marvel, I would still say check it out because everything is literally important now with the MCU. But I had a disappointing time, I would have to say, with this first episode. It's not the worst MCU thing I've seen, but it's definitely not good for right now. I probably will never rewatch an episode like this again. It was great seeing Mark Ruffalo as Hulk, and obviously this new rendition of the character. Yeah, that's really my thoughts. So let me know what you think about this show. Did you like this first episode? Were you disappointed like me? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Now, thank you guys so much for checking this out. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also do not forget to be blessed.